well, and they've made a very positive impact on NUS. So I would strongly encourage you to, through this website and this program, and through our Centerpoint representative, to find out more about NUS and apply to NUS. Consider NUS as a choice for further education. I look forward to seeing some of you at NUS soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ram. Everybody, now we have the pleasure to talk to Professor Tan and Chai, the Provost of NUS. And now we would like to, on behalf of parents and Vietnamese students, we have some questions to Professor Tan. Could you please tell us how the Singaporean students get offer from NUS? We have learned that it's a very competition.
Well, it is very competitive. Every year, I think easily we would have about more than 10,000 foreign students applying for about 1,200 places that we have at NUS. So it's very competitive. But we also know that Vietnamese students are all very strong in science and engineering. And generally speaking, I think a lot of Vietnamese students at NUS, they do very well, right? And I think they're very happy at NUS. So we look forward to more applications from students from Vietnam.
NUS at the moment rank only the top 200 or top 100, top 50 leading university in the world. This means you will select students also, the top students in over the world.
Yes, that's true. That's our intention. We want to select the very best students. I think that a top university is really determined by the top students that they have. So good students are very important for university.
At the moment, every year NUS recruit from Vietnam around 120 Vietnamese students,
Right.
and also offer around 20 scholarships.
Yes.
Could you please tell us that in near future, could you increase the number of Vietnamese students in scholarship for Vietnam?
We can review this, but right now I think we are not changing that. We think that being able to give 220 scholarships is good, because there are also many other countries that we want to focus on. We want actually good diversity. Right now, I think we have quite a lot of students, say from the Southeast Asian region. I think we are fine with that, and we also would like to invite students from other Asian countries also to apply. I think once you have a very good diversity, it's also good for the students themselves.
Have you been in Vietnam so far?
Yes, I've been to Vietnam, to Hanoi, several times, Ho Chi Minh City several times. So, yes.
Next time, please come to Vietnam to talk with our students.
I look forward. To that. Most happy to do that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now we have a pleasure to meet Professor Chan Woon Kion, Assistant Dean of Science Faculty. Science faculty is one of the biggest faculty in NUS. And may I have a question to you that Professor Chan, so far could you please tell us that what the advantage of science faculty, where the faculty can offer any advantage to students when they apply?
Yes, actually the science faculty is very progressive. So one of our major programs at the moment is to send students for exchange program. And we actually have a lot of tied up with very important universities, for instance with MIT, with Cambridge, with King's College, so that you are able to do research with them. And at the same time, of course, our programs are now multidisciplinary. So we give you a lot of chance to just not do one area. You actually get to specialize in at least 2 to 3 areas. So, and we are introducing actually many cutting-edge programs. So you will find that actually now our major push is actually into environmental science. So we have environmental chemistry and environmental biology. All right.
Could you please tell us that any good job opportunity for students after graduation?
Okay. At the moment, I think the government's aim is very clear. I think the first thing we acknowledge, of course, is that a lot of students may not want to have a basic science degree. But at the same time, you understand that a lot of the recent development in the world is based on scientific advancement, right? And I think the country, most countries have invested very heavily in the scientific infrastructure. For instance, the government of Singapore has already invested something close to about $10 billion. And in the next 3 to 5 years, they will continue to invest another $10 billion. So a lot of the places in these research institutions, and hopefully the companies will now pick up all the additional research, right? And we need something like about 10 to 20,000 people. So it's going to be a very important area.
So far, the Vietnamese students currently studying, I think, many science faculty. Could you please tell us your comment about that?
Good that you asked this question, because I actually have a postgraduate student now that's currently under me. So I find that Vietnamese students in general are very hardworking, and they actually take a lot of effort to study. But of course, the good thing about that is that, you know, they are very committed and they are very intelligent. Some of the only problem I can see is usually in terms of language. It means there's still a little bit of a gap in terms of speaking English. So I would advise that, you know, if you plan to come to Singapore, make sure you understand that the first language we have here is in English, and you try to pick them up while you're in Vietnam. So that when you arrive in Singapore, you find that, you know, you don't have to struggle. All right?
Thank you very much, and
Sure.
hope to see you
Yeah.
in Vietnam soon.
Yes, me too. I hope to see some of you coming to NUS.